Hey, how you doing? This is my video lesson of Big Rex A Million Days guitar solo. I posted just a straight performance of it at full speed, which you can watch, but I thought I would break this down for you and show how I learned the solo. And the solo really is in distinct segments and phrases, and it's a helpful way to think of it. I'm going to assume that you can stop, pause, and rewind as much as you need, so I'm trying to create a video that would be useful to me if I was trying to learn the solo. Big Rec is tuned a half step down, and it starts on the 5th string, 14th fret. And I start this lick. It's a very quick ascending line into the first long sustained note of the solo. I start it with an upstroke in order for every other stroke to be in the best direction possible for alternate picking. So it's going to be on the 14th fret, 5th string, 14, upstroke, 15, 17. Now a downstroke on the D string, 14, 14, 16, 17, upstroke on 14 of the G string, and then back down, 14, 16, 17, and then 3 half steps in a row, and then a big bend. He relaxes that bend into an even bigger bend. So that's the first phrase. Next step starts on the high E string, 17th fret. Slide down to the 12th fret, go back up. Back up. Now it's a very pentatonic type of lick. So what we get there is now for a very quick ascending line back to the 6th string, 14th fret. The first part of it is chromatic, all half steps on the first string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in a row. Next up, it stops being chromatic here, but on the 5th string, 14th fret, 15, 17, upstroke, back down. Now we start the climb straight up. So again, that whole run. Now for the next phrase. So that's 17, 19, 20, and back down. And then it goes to the 18th fret of the next string. Then 19, 17, and then 3 in a row on the D string. So again, a chromatic passing tone type of lick, and then back up. Yeah, I had to tune my guitar here, all this heavy bending. So that lick again. The next phrase, he kind of draws out that bend. That's the 13th fret, the B string. It's important to slide to that position because that starts a chromatic run that he does. And I start that on a downstroke. 4 in a row. Next up, you slide one position back to the high E string. And now you come back down. Now you need to do an upstroke on the B string. And now we're going to the G string, same position, and it starts on an upstroke. And ends right there. So you get and now for one of the strangest licks of the solo, he switches keys, or at least the tonal center somewhat here. We're on the 15th fret of the D string to the 13th fret. Okay, now we're going to switch to the the 5th string, the A string, and we get another chromatic run. And then the 13th fret of the 6th string. Now I skip back up to the D string from the, so that's 12, 15. So you get, and then the 14th fret of the G string, 13th fret of the B string, 15, and then a very quick, almost anxious type of bend on the 17th fret. So you get and then another very hyper quick lick. It's kind of a combination of a scale passage and then pentatonic run. So that's 20, 17, 19, 20, back down, and then it goes straight pentatonic, and then a huge bend. So and lastly, another very bluesy lick where we're going to be on the 16th fret, bending up on the B string up to the 16th fret of the high E, a whole note bend. Okay, now we're going to go to the 15th fret of the G string, whole note bend, to the 16th fret of the B string, half step down to 14, and then the last part of the solo, 15, 14, then drop to the D string, 15, 13, and then slide from 10 to 12 on the D string, and then grab the 15th fret G string, so you get, and then repeat it again. So that's the ending. Hope this was helpful.